Well, good morning and welcome to the channel. Today you join me, well, I'm outside of Wigan. So I'm not far from a place called Billinge, which is just sort of on the outskirts of Wigan. Well, about a 2-minute drive off the motorway, quite easy to get to. And it's currently about 6:15. I've missed the sunrise. That happened around about 5 o'clock, and yeah, a little bit too late. But truthfully, it doesn't matter. And the reason why it doesn't matter is because today we're going into a ravine and we're going to do some woodland photography. So personally, I always have an issue with woodland photography. I think it's one of those arts that if you don't get right, or certainly if you haven't got the right weather conditions, it's hopeless. And I really think something like a misty morning, certainly as the sun streams through, really adds to images you can get from woodland. So we're just going to see what we can get today from this location, and yeah, hopefully it'll be a successful one. So come and join me. So even though I've just finished work and I've sort of raced up here, I'm feeling quite chipper, and the reason for that is it's the start of my day off. So with my job currently, I work 4 on 4 off, so I'm now just starting 4 days off, which is such a good feeling. This right now, this is the best feeling you can have. So I figured, what's the best way to start these 4 days off? You guessed it, doing a vlog. Even though it's been rather chilly, it's also been rather dry as well. The last couple of days we've had a couple of bouts of rain, which have sort of almost flooded the areas pretty much. So I'm hoping that the stream down here is full of water. We'll soon see. So okay, we've not got the mist I was hoping for. It's looking pretty clear down here. However, there does seem to be a little bit of water in the stream, so yeah, that's a bit of a bonus. So as I was just doing a little bit of B-roll there, I've just spotted all these bluebells just on the side of this hill and all around. I'm not sure you can see on the camera, but I'll get a little bit closer in a second. It's quite mystical. So I'm just going to focus on this area for a little bit, and yeah, hopefully get a couple of bluebell shots just before I head down to the main area. But yeah, this is spectacular. It's actually started to heat up a little bit. I've had to take my coat off, which is still cold, but it's warm. That makes no sense at all, I know. So just looking around at these bluebells, absolutely fantastic just to have these sort of just carpeted around the whole area. I just absolutely love spring. It really gets me thinking, what's better, spring or autumn? Let me know what you prefer. Leave a note in the comments. So I've had a bit of a play with this location now. I'm just going to head further down the stream. Now the stream's not as fast flowing as I was hoping, but we'll see what we can get. There's still some interest in the water, and if we get some bluebells further down, I know there is wild garlic further down as well, blooming. So you get the nice green leaf and the whiteness of the bulb. If that is surrounded by bluebells as well, good luck for quite a good shot. So I'm just going to head off now, and yeah, we'll head downstream. Wearing the Wellington boots, that's a win. So I've not got a final destination on this vlog or this video. I'm just exploring really, just sort of seeing where this place takes me. I'm in no hurry. I've got all the morning to explore, so I'm just going to relax, enjoy it, do some photography, get some video done, and yeah, just sort of show you guys what this place has to offer. So far it's beautiful. So I can only describe the atmosphere around here. It's absolutely glorious. We've got the sun sort of breaking through in little patches, but the smells around here, we've got the wild garlic that is just absolutely glorious, and because it rained last night as well, we've got the whole sort of damp woody smell right the way across the forest. It's glorious. So just as I'm making my way through this delightful forest on this glorious morning, I just want to go through something that I've been asked quite a few times recently, and something I've stopped doing, and there's a reason why I've stopped doing it, and that is putting the settings on the images that I take. And there's a reason why I've done that, and it's not to keep this setting secret, it's not to sort of teach what settings I use on that particular day. It's just they're pointless. If you go to that same location 10 minutes later and the lighting's changed, none of those settings will make any sense. So what I don't want to do is anybody who's starting out photography thinking, right, I'll use those settings on that particular location, it just won't work. The only advice I can give you is whenever you get to a location, work the settings out for yourself. It's all about the day, all about the light, the lens you're using, the camera you're using. Yeah, you need to figure that sort of thing out yourself. Oh, I'm absolutely walking through as many cobwebs as I can find. My face is just sort of tingling with cobwebs. Anyway, I've just walked down to a waterfall. Now I've shot this location a couple of times before, and I've done a vlog from down here as well, and I kind of forgot it was here. So just walking through, I thought, yeah, it'd be a great opportunity to come down and take a couple of shots. So I'm just going to focus now just on this waterfall that you can probably hear in the background, and yeah, we'll see what we can get. One thing we tend to do as landscape photographers, sorry, just making my way back over to the bank. One thing we do as landscape photographers is we always tend to shoot waterfalls and sort of streams like this, looking up. So I'm just sort of playing around with it a little bit more and just sort of shooting down. Wow, seems extreme, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm just doing something a little bit different, just while I've got a little bit of time to play around with here. I know what happens sort of later on in the morning. The light starts to come down and we get a nice mottled light all the way across this area. So I'm going to sort of stay around here, take a few more images and hopefully wait for that mottled light to come. So I don't know if you can see just directly behind me, you can see the sunlight starting to hit the bank. Now it's not far until it starts to hit that water, and that's what I'm really waiting for here. Like I said earlier, the light is really sort of mottled as it hits, as it's coming through the trees behind. So yeah, just waiting patiently, just sort of taking a few images. I've already worked a few images now, and I'll show those on screen sort of pre-light, if you like. So I'm kind of hoping that the light will hit this bank here. If it does, it'll be quite nice, certainly with the dark. I don't think it's sandstone, but it's quite a heavy mossy covered rock. So I'm hoping that once the light hits that, I'll be able to get a line coming through as the leading line onto the waterfalls. See if it works. So the light's really starting to stream through now on the stream. Just sort of focusing now, just taking a few different shots. Now I'm currently bracketing just to make sure I get the right exposure. You can probably tell by the light on my face, it's really starting to shine through. Now it's just starting to hit the water, so where the sort of white of the water is hitting the rocks, that's a possibility of blowing the highlight. So I'm just making sure that I'm sort of covering all bases on there. But also the light is hitting this rock that just sort of leads you in just on this wall here quite nicely. So yeah, just going to work it for a little bit more. It's a little bit precarious sort of standing on these rocks, these slimy wet rocks. They're not the smoothest either, so yeah, my sort of toes are gripping things that I didn't think would be there. But yeah, I'm just going to work this location for a little bit longer and just sort of see what I can get. But so far, yeah, quite enjoying it. So next shot I'm going to try and get is just with this wild garlic in the foreground, leading on to where the water is now. Now I'm going to have to act pretty quick because in that last couple of minutes I've just done those last couple of images, the sunlight's sort of swooped in straight onto where the water is. So yeah, I'm going to have to be quick, just sort of make sure I get this right. I think now the sun's starting to rise properly, it's moving quite quickly. So yeah, see what we can get on this one. So as the sun's really starting to rise now, everything's getting a little bit flatter, everything's getting brighter, the shadows are starting to disappear. So it's probably time to finish this vlog here. If you've enjoyed this and you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. It would be great to have you on board of the channel. Plenty more videos to come. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and also leave a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and which is your favourite image. It'd be great to hear from you. So from outside of Wigan, in Billinge, on this rather chilly but rather bright Wednesday morning, it's time to say goodbye. All the best, take care, more images to come at the end. See you very, very soon. Bye bye now.